One of the biggest things that we see that holds teams back from peak performance is fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of change, fear of looking dumb, fear of being judged, fear of imposter syndrome. Fear shows up in so many different ways. And that's what we're going to explore in today's Thoughtfully Fit Thursday. We have at Darcy Lohman Coaching and Consulting, we've worked with hundreds of teams, thousands of hours coaching, and found that through our process of doing individual interviews and team assessments to prepare for team retreats and Thoughtfully Fit team coaching, that there are some core factors that get in the way of peak performance, of being a thoughtfully fit team, where you're intentionally creating a culture that supercharges success. And one of the top factors that we see is the fear factor. Let me share a little bit more. So many years ago, before I had my daughters, I used to do a lot of rock climbing. And went out west with Nancy Clark and a bunch of friends, and we were rock climbing in Yellowstone National Park. First day, we hired a guide to go up this mountain. And if you have ever rock climbed before, you know that there's a lot to do to set up to be safe. If you haven't rock climbed before, basically somebody's on the ground hooked up with ropes in a ballet system, where, you know, if you are up on the rock wall and you were to fall, they're there to catch your fall. So instead of falling 30 feet or 300 feet, you might fall 3 feet. So we get there the first day and the guy is late. Clearly looks like he is hungover. And he's looking around and he's like, I forgot one of the pieces for the ballet system, or whatever it was. I don't know the technical terms, but he goes back to his truck and I hear him on the phone going like, dude, I don't know where it is. And I'm watching all of this. I'm already scared looking at this huge mountain. And I'm like, no, I'm out, not doing this. And I went and did a hike instead. Fast forward a couple of days, we go to a different part of the mountain, different rock wall, hire a different company. They get there, there's 2 guides. They said, welcome, we're thrilled to be guiding you today. We have been doing this for 32 years. We've never had an accident. We came out this morning, triple checked all the ropes. Everything is set. Let's go. You're going to have fun. So I was really scared still, but I'm like, okay, we can do this. Yep. I'm feeling safe. I will go for it. I will do it. This is what's key. It's not about eliminating the fear. It's about making you feel safe so you can be brave. And that's what we see with teams as well. The fear is there. We're human. You're going to have fear of speaking your truth, fear of being wrong, fear of looking stupid, all of that. The key is, how do you make the team environment safe for people to be brave, to speak up, to say, I don't know, make it okay to be stuck or to be wrong. And this is all grounded in the Thoughtfully Fit practice of balance, and it requires balance training. So how do you have the courage to state what you want and need? And how do you have the curiosity to find out what others want and need in order to create a brave space? So it's not about eliminating the fear. It's about acknowledging the fear and identifying what you need to do to make it safe to move forward. And so I want you to think about, what are you currently avoiding because you're afraid? And I would like to give you a workout that you go back to your team and ask, how can we balance what we all need to be brave? How can we create a safe space to show up fully so that we have the wisdom of all of the people on this team. That's what's key. That's the fear factor. And if you do that, I'd love to hear from you. What are you learning? What are you afraid of? What are you avoiding? And if you go back and do some team training to design around how do we honor people's fear, acknowledge the fear, and create a safe space for them to thrive, we would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Darcy Loma. This is our Thoughtfully Fit Thursday. The best gift you could give us is to share this with someone else and to like or make a comment, so that we can spread the word and continue to create high-performing people and teams. Thank you so much for joining me.